Okay, 1.4 is inverse function. Inverse functions might seem kind of like difficult and complicated, but it's not that bad. For inverse function, there are only two ways that we can do. Firstly is you graph, which is what we are talking about right here. You just swap the x and y coordinates from the original graph. So this is originally, right? And x and y. You're just gonna swap it. Whoopsies. Swap it to y and x. So for example, you're given don't like even look at these. These are just like they're not gonna be on the test anyways. Just don't even look at those. So for example, you have originally the point is 3, 2. X and y, right? You are gonna swap, change it to y and x, which is 2, 3. So for example 1, right? Example 2, you can be like 4, 5. Swap it, 5, 4. This is the first type of inverse of a relation. So basically, like all you gotta do is just swap the points. That is what we did here. We just okay. See, all we did is listed the original points, and you just swap them, swap spaces, right? Because all you did. Domain and range. Ask Miss Lee tomorrow. Yeah, ask her tomorrow. I don't know how to explain domain range. I don't even know how I understood domain range. Yeah. And also determine whether the relation is inverse of our functions. I have no clue how to use the line of symmetry or like horizontal line. I'm gonna ask her tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sorry. These ones, just read them. This one is also just swap the points. If you copy the notes from the class. See, all we did is just original points and you just swap. Yeah, the original graph should be y equals x squared. Like a square root function. Wait, no. What do you call this? Like y equals x squared. That's our like original base graph. Yeah, base graph. Okay. Second type of inverse function is you solve them algebraically. Step 1. These are really good. Please, these are the steps. How do you do a inverse function? All right, algebraically. First, 0, 2. 0, change f of x to y. First step, interchange all x with y. Second, solve for y. 3, y equals f negative 1x. So the negative 1 right here, it means inverse function. Cute. Number 4, domain and range of f of x becomes range or domain of f negative 1x. Inverse of f of x. I don't know how to do this, but whatever. Yeah, like I said, class Miss Lee about domain and range. Example, determine the inverse of the following. F of x equals 3x plus 2. So remember, first step is always change f of x to y. So this is going to turn to y equals 3x plus 2. The first step, interchange all x with y, which means replace all x with y, and you replace y with x. Okay, So right here, if you change the x and y, it's going to be x equals 3y plus 2. Solve for y. Move plus 2 to this side. X minus 2 equals 3y. And then everything divided by 3 equals y. And then you write it as y equals f of negative 1 of x, which is x minus 2 over 3. Cute, easy, straightforward, really simple. Second one, blah blah blah. Replace f of x with y. Solve and then interchange all x with y. So it's going to be x equals square root of y plus 3 minus 2. And then you solve for y. Move to this side, x plus 2 equals root y plus 3. Well, now what should we do if you have a square root? Well, we square, but we squared both sides, so we can like get rid of the square root. So if we square both sides, square root and square, they're just gonna cancel. So we got x plus 2 squared equals y plus 3. Now move plus 3 to the left side, which is change it to x plus 2 squared minus 3 equals y. And then now you write it as y equals inverse of f of x. F inverse of f of x. Oh my gosh. Inverse of f of x, which is going to be, oh yeah, remember, this is not equal to x squared plus 4, all right? For these, this is a really tricky part. It's like a really tricky stuff. A lot of people will like messed up on this. So you gotta expand this to, so x plus 2 squared should be equal to x plus 2, x plus 2, all right? So it's gonna turn to x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. X squared plus 4x plus 4. All right. So you plug it back in, which is equals to x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 3. Plus 4 minus 3 equals x squared plus 4x plus 1. That's the final answer for B. And then we skipped 3. We skipped C. So like, yeah. That's basically all we did for chapter unit 1. Yeah. Basically, all we did, I'll write notes here as a review sheet. So, basically for unit 1, all we did is y equals, can you see this? Okay, now it's better. Y equals a f b x minus h plus k. A, vertical stretch, reflect x axis. B, horizontal stretch or reflect over y axis. H, left or right. All right, if h is smaller than 0, bigger than 0, left or right, you got this. K, up or down. If k is positive, it's up. K is negative, down. Cute. For B, if you do mapping, it's always 1 over B. All right. For mapping, I'll say B and H affect X, and then A and K affect Y. So mapping 1 over B, X plus or minus H, AY plus or minus K. That's the mapping formula. Cute. Inverse. Inverse function. There are only two types. Number one, swap points. For example, x, y, we'll change it to y, x. Second type, solve algebraically. I don't know how to spell it. Algebraically. So how do you solve it? First step, change f of x to y. Yeah, that's the first step. Second step, replace x with y, y with x. Third step, what's the third step? Oh, solve for y. 4 is just rewrite as y equals inverse of f of x, like that. Yeah, basically like these. So that's basically all we did for unit 1. It's basically just all of these things, and do the practice problems. Don't do the level 1s, do the level 2s, and then if you want to, you can also do the level 1s, but I recommend, because pre-cal 12 is getting harder and harder after that. This is the easiest unit, so I recommend study with level 2 and then do some level 3s. And please do the C1, C2, C3, those ones. Those ones are connect the thing we learned to real life problems. So they might appear on the test or quiz as written problems. And then Miss Lee loves giving bonus questions, but they're usually just 1 mark, 1 more mark or something. And her bonus are really hard. I remember once she gave really easy ones, but they're usually hard. So do the C1, C2, those ones, they're really helpful. If you have any questions, just message me or ask me tomorrow.